Hello, I'm Joshua Locke, and I am an aspiring voice actor. Muppets, puppets, and the childlike voices that accompany them. That sweetness and innocence can help build trust with the audience. But what if it didn't? The subversion of using these sweet characters isn't anything new, but I would like to try my hand at using one of these voices for far more villainous characters. So, this is my impression of everyone's favorite little red Muppet, Elmo, as famous villains from cinema.
Do I really look like a guy with a plan? You know what I am? I'm a dog chasing cars. I wouldn't know what to do with one if I caught it. You know, I just do things. The mob has plans, the cops have plans, Gordon's got plans. You know, there's schemers. Schemers trying to control their little worlds. I'm not a schemer. I try to show the schemers how pathetic their attempts to control things really are. There are no more barriers to cross. All I have in common with the uncontrollable and the insane, the vicious and the evil, all the mayhem I have caused, and my utter indifference toward it, I have now surpassed. My pain is constant and sharp, and I do not hope for a better world for anyone. In fact, I want my pain to be inflicted on others. No escape, but even after admitting this, there is no catharsis. I gain no deeper knowledge about myself. No new knowledge can be extracted from my telling. There has been no reason for me to tell you any of this. This confession has meant nothing. To share a revelation during my time here. It came to me when I tried to classify your species. Realize that you're not actually mammals. You see, every mammal on this planet instinctively develops a natural equilibrium with the surrounding environment. But you humans do not. You move to an area and you multiply and multiply until every natural resource is consumed. The only way you can survive is to spread to another area. There's another organism on this planet that follows the same pattern. Do you know what that is? Virus. See, human beings are a disease, a cancer of this planet. You are a plague, and we are the cure. I know I left my scrapbook out. I can imagine what you might be thinking of me. But you see, Paul, it's all okay. Last night it came so clear. I realize you just need more time. Eventually you'll come to accept the idea of being here. Paul, do you know about the early days at the Kimberley diamond mines? Do you know what they did to the native workers who stole diamonds? Don't worry, they didn't kill them. That would be like junking your Mercedes just because it had a broken spring. No, if they caught them, they had to make sure they would go on working, but they also had to make sure they could never run away. The operation was called hobbling. What it's like to lose, to feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail nonetheless. It's frightening. Turns the lakes to jelly. I ask you, to what end? Dread it. Run from it. Destiny arrives all the same, and now it's here. Or should I say, I am. You're so ambitious, aren't you? You know what you look like to me with your good bag and your cheap shoes? You look like a rube. A well-scrapped, hustling rube with a little taste. Good nutrition has given you some length of bone, but not more than one generation from poor white trash, are you, Agent Starling? And that accent you've tried so desperately to shed, pure West Virginia. Who is your father? Was he a coal miner? Does he stink of the lamp? Oh, and how quickly the boys found you. All those sticky, tedious fumblings in the back seats of cars. Why, you could only dream of getting out, getting anywhere, getting all the way to the FBI. Didn't I tell you, Jack? It's great being a guardian. But there's a catch. If enough kids stop believing everything your friends protect, wonder, hopes, dreams, it all goes away. And little by little, so do they. No Christmas or Easter or little fairies that come in the night. There will be nothing but fear and darkness. And me. It's your turn not to be believed in. Have you ever had a single moment's thought about my responsibilities? Have you ever thought for a single solitary moment about my responsibilities to my employers? Has it ever occurred to you that I've agreed to look after the Overlook Hotel until May the 1st? Does it matter to you at all that the owners have placed their complete confidence and trust in me? And that I have signed a letter of agreement, a contract, in which I have accepted that responsibility. Do you have the slightest idea what a moral and ethical principle is? Do you? Has it ever occurred to you what would happen to my future if I were to fail to live up to my responsibilities? Has it ever occurred to you? Has it? You want to know my past? Okay, happily. It's a matter of public record that by 17 both my parents were dead, leaving me alone. I guess you could say I've always been alone. I mean, they say I'm the smartest man in the world, but the truth is I've often felt stupid at being unable to relate to anybody. Well, anybody living, that is. The only person with whom I felt any kinship died 300 years before the birth of Christ. Alexander of Macedonia. His vision of a united world, well, it was unprecedented. I needed to match his accomplishments, and so I resolved to apply antiquity's teaching to our world today. And so began my path to conquest. Conquest not of men, but of the evils that beset them. So fuels, oil, nuclear power, like a dragon, you gentlemen, along with foreign interests, are the pushers. I'm 47 years old. You know how I stayed alive this long, all these years? Here. The spectacle of fearsome acts. Somebody steals from me, I cut off his hands. He offends me, I cut out his tongue. He rises against me, I cut off his head, stick it on a pike, raise it high up so all on the streets can see. That's what preserves the order of things. Fear.
So that was my impression of Elmo as famous movie villains. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, please hit that like and subscribe down below. You can find me on all the socials I have linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.